Frank, a kind of an emotional night after all said and done.
Yeah, that's it. I suppose the room full with club members and family members there, and great reception. See so many Donegal Gaels out there and showing their appreciation, so it is emotional, and after so many years playing, I suppose it's an emotional time when you decide to draw to a close.
You put in since about 2006 to this year in Donegal shirt, and I suppose one thing even tonight as an observer, Donegal football has good hands both for men and women.
Yeah, definitely is. It's great to see the ladies sharing the night with us too and receiving their medal, their Ulster medals as well, and goes on both sides of it. The two great group of players in both men's and women's, and they're at the top of Ulster football, and I suppose they'll both be looking to take that next step now to get to the top of All Ireland.
You mentioned there when you spoke with David Walsh, you've been in the panel since 2006. It was first of all under Brian McGlynn. I suppose you could nearly break that career into two halves. I suppose it was up to maybe 2010-11, and then maybe when Jim McGuinness came in, that was the second coming, if you like.
Yeah, I suppose that was it. I suppose from 2006 2010. I suppose from a playing side of things, when you take the managerial personnel out of it, probably solely focused on trying to get a place in the team in those years as well, and it wasn't until maybe gained a bit of confidence in 2011-12 where I started to feel myself as a first 15 player, so and then after getting that confidence then I think the group as a whole just seemed to push on 11, 12 and 13, and there's still things you look back on that you feel you left behind. I suppose the lads next year are going to head for 3 in a row in Ulster titles, and suppose we went there in 2013 looking to do the same, and suppose you'd feel that we probably weren't at the right level to achieve that, but hopefully the Donegal team of 2020 will go on to right that.
And just what changed in that winter 2010-11?
It's hard to know. I'd say the first and foremost probably the training methods, and I suppose everybody was put to the pin of their collar fitness wise and strength wise, and I suppose we gained confidence then. I suppose that year we're Division 2, and built up through the league in that year and got confidence from victories, so we got confidence from victories and pushed into the championship, and we're delighted to win that first Ulster title, in so many years since '92, and then going into the All Ireland series, we felt we probably didn't do ourselves enough in the 2011 semi-final against Dublin. It was there to be won, and we probably just didn't have the confidence to push on, and maybe that was kind of the sign that we were good enough, and all we wanted to do was take that next step, and thankfully we did it in 2012 then.
Did that year change everything for you, Frank?
I wouldn't say everything, but it did change a lot of things, and I suppose there's nothing beats success, they always say, and I suppose you might have been in two minds about all the commitment you were given, was it worth it? But when you get that bit of success, and even the 2011 success in Ulster, that whet the appetite, so to say, and I suppose we pushed on, and we kind of gave the commitment for 2012 then and got the rewards.
You retired a few times, well maybe other people retired you a few times. I remember one day in 2013 having to text you, but you stayed on, and you've ended up with 5 Ulster medals as well as the All Ireland. No player apart from your current crop, the likes of Liam McGee, Leo McGlynn, Paddy McGrath have 5. You would probably never have dreamt that 7 or 8 years ago.
No, definitely not, and I suppose every year, it was always a decision you had to make. I suppose it was probably started off a family in 2011, and I suppose it goes extra time commitments and all goes with the family time, and probably was a decision, but lucky enough I had the support from my family and wife Diane at home, so every year when I made the decision to go again, we give it our all, and some years worked out for us, some years it didn't. Even since 2012 we probably had a few lean years there. If you take 15, 16, 17, there were kind of 3 very lean years, and probably didn't do ourselves justice, so we kind of regrouped, and I was absolutely delighted then to give Declan a go for his last 2 years there and end up with 2 Ulster titles.
You mentioned Diane there. I suppose she wouldn't know it as a former Donegal ladies captain, but a lot is obviously congratulate you guys with the sacrifices you made, but your family's make huge sacrifices for you.
Oh, definitely. Since 2006, I suppose, with Diane, and I suppose it's the social side of things that probably suffer most, and not being there for many events, and things like that. I've been blessed to have her, and as you say, she had that interest in the Gaelic football, and so they were going to the games to watch it as supporters, and they were quite proud to see me play for Donegal.
And just to finish, what does the future now hold for Frank?
As a club player, drive into the club season now next year, we have a good crop coming through, and play as long as I can, for whatever level I can in Glenfin, and after that then we'll take stock and see what comes.
Frank, all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. Thanks very much.